So hi everyone. Now we are going to start the chapter motion from the class 9th science. What we already discussed about motion, rest, how they are related to each other, distance, displacement, their difference, scalar and the vector quantities, and speed and velocity also we have covered it in the yesterday's lecture. So in this lecture we have discussed more about the speed and velocity and the acceleration. Let us take a very quick overview of speed. Speed is the distance covered by the object per unit time. Distance upon time taken is called speed. It is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is meter per second. Velocity, speed with direction is called velocity. Or we can say rate of change of displacement is called velocity. Its SI unit is same as that of speed, that is meter per second. But it is a vector quantity. It has both magnitude as well as direction. This is a difference. Then we also discussed about the different types of speed and velocity: uniform speed, non-uniform speed, average speed, and the instantaneous speed. Same velocity, uniform velocity. If the object travels with the same velocity in same straight line, no change in the speed and its direction, so it is called the uniform velocity. Second is non-uniform velocity. In this, velocity of that particle is variable. Third, average velocity, total displacement by total time taken. Then instantaneous velocity. Okay, so we have discussed these. Also uniform, the graph of uniform motion, non-uniform motion, or we can say uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity, and the graph when the object is stationary, when the object is at rest. This is also we have discussed. Okay, this is xt graph when the object is at rest. Some questions we have done. Next, some more question we will do in this case. This is a semicircle. The object starts its motion from point A to point B. Its radius is 2 centimeter. Distance in this case is, in case of semicircle, the distance is 2 pi r. Then in semicircle, 2 pi r by 2. 2 is cancelled out with 2. Pi r, we can put the value of pi and r square. R, centimeter converted into meters. So pi into r, that is distance. Similarly, displacement, shortest path between initial and the final, it is 2r, 2 and the value of r in meters. If we have to find average speed in this case, so average speed is equals to total distance upon total time taken. Total distance is this, okay, 6.28 upon 10 raised to the minus 2 upon t. That means pi r upon t. Okay, and average velocity, if we have to find the average velocity, then displacement, total displacement by total time taken, that means 2r upon t, जो भी time होगा. ठीक है, so this is average speed and average velocity in case of semicircle. We have done. In case of circle we have done. ठीक है, in case of circular path या cyclic path, average velocity is equals to 0. ठीक है, this we have done. In this case, if we have to find average speed and average velocity, average speed and average velocity, then average speed is the total distance upon total time taken. So 6 kilometer upon that whatever the time taken to complete this 6 kilometer. ठीक है, average velocity is 0 in case of circular path. ठीक है. Then next question. This we have done. Yes. One more thing, we can find the average speed or average velocity of an object if the total distance is divided into two equal parts. ठीक है? Suppose this is a distance, whatever distance it is, if it is covered with, if the half distance, यानी कि d by 2 distance is covered with x speed and the remaining d by 2 distance is covered with the y speed. ठीक है? y मीटर पर सेकेंड या x मीटर पर सेकेंड, जो भी है, y मीटर per second. Then to find the average speed, so average speed when the distance is divided या covered into two equal halves. So the formula to find the average speed is, average speed is 2 into xy upon x plus y. By this formula we can find the average speed if the total distance is divided into two equal half, yeah, two equal parts, to 2xy upon x plus y. We can use this formula over here. See in this question, a car travels half distance with 40 km per hour and another half with 60 km per hour. Find the average speed. So we use the formula which we have discussed yet. So average speed is equals to 2xy upon x plus y. X is given 40 km per hour, y is given 60 km per hour. Put the value 2 into 40 into 60 upon 40 plus 60. ठीक है? So it's being 6 into 4, 24 into 2, 4800 upon 40 plus 60, it's 100. Two zeros are cancelled out. The average speed in this case is 48 km per hour. So answer is 48 km per hour. So we can use this direct formula 2xy upon x plus y if our distance is divided into two equal half. ठीक है? So suppose the distance is 100 kilometers. First 50 km is covered by the x speed. Second 50 km is covered with the y speed. So there we can use this formula to find the average speed. Generally this question is asked in many competitive exams also, to find the average speed. So this is how we can find. So this is what the distance is divided into two equal halves. What happen if the whole distance d is divided into three equal halves? ठीक है? 1, 2 and 3. So d upon 3, d upon 3 and d upon 3. So in this case the distance is divided into three equal parts. Then the formula to find the average speed is, average speed is equals to, and this distance is covered with x kilometer per hour या x meter per second, this with y and this with z. So what is the formula in this case? 3xyz upon xy plus yz plus zx. We use this formula 3xyz upon xy plus yz plus zx to find the average speed if the whole distance is divided into three equal parts. So this we use. Otherwise we can also find the average speed. First of all we calculate the total distance, then टोटल टाइम टेकन, जो भी टाइम हुआ लगेगा, वी फाइंड दैट. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, if a person goes from home to office, which is 6 kilometers या 11 kilometers, 12 kilometers ले लो. ठीक है. 12 kilometer distance, and covered it in cover this distance in 1 hour. ठीक है. And in the evening he come back. ठीक है. In evening he return or come back, then he took 2 hours. In this case, find total distance, displacement, average speed, and average velocity. ठीक है. So what is said कि a person goes from home to office, A to point B, home to office, which is 12 kilometer distance. It may be asked, आपको स्पीड भी दी जा सकती थी कि आते टाइम पे स्पीड कुछ और थी, जाते टाइम पे स्पीड कुछ और थी. You have to find the average speed. Then also you use the formula कि 2xy upon x plus y. ठीक है. But what is said, time is given. So in this case, what is the total distance at the end या in the evening? पूरा total distance या total motion होने के बाद पूछा गया है. So total distance is 12 going in 12 kilometers coming. Total distance is 24 kilometer, right? If we talk about the displacement, then because he returned back to the same point, he returned back to home. So when the object returned back to its initial position, then its displacement is equals to 0. ठीक है. डिस्प्लेसमेंट उसकी 0 हो जाएगी. अगर डिस्प्लेसमेंट पूछी जाती फ्रॉम A to B, यानी कि फ्रॉम होम टू ऑफिस सिर्फ, तो होती सेम एज दैट ऑफ डिस्टेंस, यानी कि 12 किलोमीटर्स. लेकिन पूरी जर्नी की पूछी गई है, पूरे मोशन की पूछी गई है, तो इट्स बीइंग 0. ठीक है. तो आपको ये देखना है कि कहां तक का पूछा गया है. देन एवरेज स्पीड इज इक्वल्स टू, average speed is a total distance by total time taken. So total distance is 24 kilometer, total time 1 hour going and 2 hours coming. So 2 plus 1 is 3. That means 8 kilometer per hour is the average speed. If we talk about the average velocity, then displacement is 0. That's why average velocity in this case is 0, right? Next question, suppose a bus travels first 240 kilometer at a speed of 80 kilometer per hour. It covers next 360 kilometer at a speed of 90 kilometer per hour. What is the average speed? So first 240 kilometer with 80 किलोमीटर पर आवर. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट भी अगर 240 होते तो वी यूज अ फॉर्मूला की 2xy अपॉन x प्लस y. बट यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस सेम नहीं है. तो पूरा डिस्टेंस इट इज नॉट डिवाइडेड इनटू इक्वल पार्ट्स, 2 इक्वल पार्ट्स या 3 इक्वल पार्ट्स. सो इसमें हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा, स्पीड इज गिवन, इसमें है 80 किलोमीटर पर आवर, एंड इन दिस केस कि 360 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस ही यूज द स्पीड 90 kilometer per hour. So first of all, find the distance, find the time. Distance we have total distance upon total time taken. That's how we can find the average speed. तो यहाँ से time निकालते हैं. तो what is the formula? Speed is equals to distance over time taken. ठीक है? In this we have to find the time to rearrange distance upon speed. Distance is in this case 240 upon speed is 80. ठीक है? From here time is 3 hours. From here also we find with the same formula कि time is equals to distance over speed distance in this case is 360 and speed here it is 90. So here time is 4 hours. ठीक है? So we can find the average speed. Average speed is equals to total distance over total time taken. Total distance is 240 plus 360 upon total time is 3 hours plus 4 hours. So by adding this and by adding this and dividing them, we can find the average speed, right? So here we end today's lecture. Tomorrow we will discuss about the acceleration and some more numericals related to speed, velocity and acceleration, right? So thank you.